Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the next edition of our Inside Edge podcast series. My name is Matt Ackley. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Ritchie Bros, and today I'm joined by Neal Black, who's an RSM down in Texas, and Garrett Brown, who runs our Inside Sales Group, and we're going to talk about pickup trucks. Pickup trucks are an interesting element in the construction landscape. We know as somebody who works a lot with many construction-oriented customers out there that pickup truck is an everyday need for everyone. And we were looking at some data. As many of you know, we've been publishing more and more data through our Ritchie Bros Asset Solutions platform via our Market Trends report. And we came across an interesting number. It turns out over the past decade in North America, Ritchie Bros and Iron Planet and Gov Planet has sold over $750 million worth of pickup trucks through our marketplaces. An absolutely astounding number. And if you think about the pickup truck, right, we know it's the number one best-selling vehicle for new, in the new car class categories. But we were just amazed at the number of pickup trucks that we've been selling on our marketplaces, right? If you look just at Q3, right, we had a record-setting quarter in pickup truck. We had the highest median price ever for pickup trucks in a quarter. And this is consistent. If you've been following these podcasts, this is consistent with the type of demand we've been seeing across our marketplaces, even during this COVID period, as we've made this transition to online. We've also had the highest number of pickup trucks sold in Q3. So both quantity, and price in one quarter, right? And we're seeing some really, really interesting stats in terms of who we're selling these pickup trucks to. And Garrett, you work with the inside sales team. You work a lot with our buyers. What are you seeing out there in terms of the folks who are buying these trucks?
We're seeing some pretty interesting stuff. Primarily, it's the end users using the trucks for business purposes. But we've also got some end users, the everyday consumer end user market, using these trucks to take their families camping or, haul lumber to build their kids a tree house, or in my case, hauling kids' dirt bikes around. So, realistically, it's what's giving these end users, the confidence to buy sight unseen online, and really comes down to our ironclad inspection, giving these guys all the details they need to make a decision to purchase.
So pretty interesting. So I know, over the years, the ironclad assurance and the inspections has worked well for the business buyer, but we're actually starting to see this work well for the consumer and end user buyer. And you, I mean, in your position, right, you have contact with these folks, and that's pretty much what you're hearing, right?
Yes, sir.
Very, very interesting. And so you can see here that, the people buying these trucks, we're selling them, right, from all over, but, really, the buyers are from all over too. And so, this is a really interesting trend that we've seen during the COVID timeframe as we've shifted more and more of our auctions, in fact, all of our auctions online. We've seen this really interesting uptick in consumer and end user participation. And I think that just goes to, the times we're in, right? People are turning more and more to online. But two, as Garrett pointed out, part of that process is providing people with, the assurance, right, that what they see is what they're going to get. And Neal, from the consignor side, right, we know that, pretty much all our customers have pickup trucks. How are they approaching how do they look at selling these trucks when it's time to either defleet or look to turn assets into cash?
Yeah, so I mean, it can be a multitude of approaches, Matt. Now, for example, we had a $1 billion oil field services company approach us about selling a large number of pickups, but they wanted control over two items. They wanted control over the timing because they still had to run regular business operations, and they wanted to control over the price. And they love our live auction model. They love our weekly sales. They've sold $50 million through there over the last 10 years, but they really wanted to control over the price and the timing. So they reached out to us, and one of the reasons that they went with us was that they know that we touch not only just end users that are taking their kids camping, but we're also reaching all the businesses. And when you really look at our customer base, and all of them have a Swiss Army knife with either backhoes on it or pumps for the oil field. But the one thing that they almost always have is the pickup truck. So this company wanted the control. We were able to give them that. And we were able to sell about 45 pickups over the course of 45 days. So it made it very easy for them for loadout, gave them the pricing they wanted. And at the end of it, they got so busy, they actually needed some of the pickups back, but those were obviously gone, with the change in the oil field. So that's what most of those folks are looking for. We do occasionally get people that just want to get rid of them, and we put them in the live auction and let them go. But this customer was able to have a great experience controlling the timing and the pricing, and really met their business needs.
Yeah, it's been one of the, I think, we talk about, when you think of Ritchie Brothers, right, and you think of Iron Planet, you think of big yellow gear, and of course, we sell that day in, day out, through our various formats. But one of the more interesting, aspects that I've noticed since I've been here is just the breadth of assets that are available, right? So from from the large D9 to pickup trucks to light towers to it really is a wide array of assets that we have available pretty much 24/7 now, as you mentioned, Neal. So it's not just at these auction events, but we're selling items through Marketplace, right, which buyers can come to our site and buy a pickup truck anytime, any day of the week, even during the upcoming holiday season. And I know that, one of the interesting things here is not many of you folks out there have probably met Garrett, right, before, but we have a team. We have a team of about, 30 folks around the world that actually helps out buyers who are looking for items. So Garrett's team is in contact with buyers who, are looking for core construction gear, but even buyers who are looking for pickup trucks, van trucks, any type of other gear. And they basically help buyers who are looking to purchase right now, via our Marketplace formats, and, work closely with the buyer and with the seller to get a deal done. So it's very interesting to see that, those processes that have been happening, for core gear happen a lot for, this other gear as well, including pickup trucks. And, we were just surprised when we saw the data around pickup trucks. So we thought it'd be interesting to get that out there and let you guys know. And as always, if you have more questions about data, right, we publish the market pricing report every month. You can go and access that. And we also have our Ritchie Brothers Market Trends tool, which you can access as well. And then lately, as we've mentioned, we've just launched the Ritchie Brothers Asset Valuator, which allows you, it's free right now. So please come and sign up or ask your TM, but it actually allows you to go get pricing on individual equipment. And it's a much better process than trying to go to our website and search auction results. So with that, we want to wish everyone a happy holiday season. Thank you very much for listening to the podcast. And as always, during these times, and I know that right now, during the holiday season, folks are thinking about traveling and we're seeing the cases on COVID and they're spiking. So everybody just stay safe out there. And with that, we will talk to you again soon. Thank you very much.